well, with the release of Scream 7, it's my time to share my thoughts on all 7 and rank them. So this will be my ranking of all 7 Scream movies from Scream to Scream 7. In last place, at number 7, we're just going to get into it, is Scream 3. This is, or at least was, most people's least favorite of the franchise, at least until Scream 7 came out. And Scream 3 is definitely the worst one. Is probably the least fun movie. But it's still a really good movie. It's still enjoyable. I think that the Ghostface reveal at the end is really cool, especially since it's just one guy. And that was really cool, just changing it up a bit. And, like, all in all, like, it's an enjoyable movie. It has some really good Ghostface scenes, a good reveal, some fine characters. But out of all of them, this is my least favorite. It just isn't as fun as the other ones. And it was rewritten a lot, and you can kind of piece that together, because it's like, it takes a little bit of a while for it to get going, and just, I don't really have much to say besides, definitely my least favorite, not really one that, like, if I'm in the mood for one of these movies, I'm gonna revisit this one the least, besides maybe the next one, which, I mean, these bottom 2 are kind of like this. I think that, for now, at least, this one, the number 6 is a little bit above it, but coming in at number 6 is Scream 2. That's a hot take, because a lot of people have this as, like, in their top 2 or 3. I'm not a fan, and it's clearly above Scream 3, but whenever you watch, it could dip. Like, I do feel like Scream 2 could dip. And for some of that, I just think that, ultimately, the reveal of who the killer is wasn't my favorite. I think Timmy Oliphant is great. I think his Ghostface is great. But, like, the main one, Billy Loomis's mom, I really didn't like her. The actress, I didn't think did a good enough job as her. She just kind of annoyed me. I didn't really like her. The Ghostface scenes were, I mean, enjoyable. I mean, all the Ghostface scenes are enjoyable. But this one just wasn't as good to me. And this is probably the one that I have the least amount of fun with, but I can put it above Scream 3 because I do think it's a bit more well made. I like Randy in it when he's in it. I think that Timmy Oliphant is probably a better Ghostface than Roman, by a little bit, I guess. And I think that Sydney's character is good, and with her being more of a focus in this one than in 3, it can keep this movie together a bit more. But I don't have as much to say about this one as I do Scream 3. Like, same thing. They're just the 2 outliers. They're still watchable, and I would recommend both of them, but they're my least favorites. Number 5 is Scream 6. I think that the Ghostface stuff is really cool. I think that the main 2 characters are really good, which is Sam and Tara. I like Chad as well. I don't hate the reveals of the ghost faces as much as a lot of other people do. I think it worked, and it's just like, it did the Scream 2 reveal of it's the parents of the guy from the last one, but done better for me. Mindy's character, I hate her. I hate her character in all 3 movies she's in. Her character is probably my least favorite in this one. I just hated her. And just something about the movie, I don't know what, but it's a little bit lower for me than the other ones. I do like Ghostface in this. Like, the Ghostface scenes are great, and he's more brutal in this one, which I really like, how he's just kind of just, like, more, like, into it, and he's just like, yeah, I'm not even gonna, like, do it quickly. I'm just gonna get it done, and however messy that is, so be it. I like that, but I just think that with the only main cast member being Gail, kind of sucks. And then, like, from the originals, and then I don't think that the new characters were done well enough where for me, where, like, they could carry a movie yet. I think Sam was interesting, but then you've got like many in there that I didn't like. You got Chad in there, who I like, but he wasn't used as well as he could have been. You've got Tara in there, who I think is an enjoyable enough character, but I just don't like the characters as much as in the other ones. But still, I do enjoy this movie a lot, and it's really fun, and all in all, like, it's a good time. But compared to the others, it's just definitely worse. I'm going to make a quick switch up. Right as I started this video, these two were in this place. Now they're in this place. So coming in next at number 5. Wait, no. Coming in at number 4. Sorry. Coming in at number 4 is the newest Scream 7. I'm making a quick change up. Scream 7. I really liked it. I thought the Ghostface was pretty good in this. The reveal kind of sucks and the characters suck, but I thought like the Ghostface scenes were really good. It's cool that Sydney's like came back as the lead. It was cool seeing Matthew Lillard, even if ultimately like his character in the movie is what it is. I still like seeing him, and hopefully he will return again. But all in all, like, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was probably... never mind. But I really enjoyed it. I would like to see more from Scream. I would like for the director to stay the same. I think the directing was pretty good. Maybe change the writer. I know that Kevin Williamson, who wrote the original 2 and then he wrote 4, directed this, but he didn't write it. He like co-wrote it, but he didn't write it. Maybe give him a writing thing as well. I thought the directing was pretty good. But some people might not. I don't know why, but I liked it. And if you make him writer, I think that they have potential to make some of the best in the franchise. I'm still holding out hope that for that. But Scream 7, I really liked, and it's definitely getting more hate than it deserves. Number 3, the one that I just went on an eruption there. Sorry about that. But number 3, Scream 5. I had to change this with Scream 7 right now because the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? Scream 5 is my 3rd favorite of the franchise. Ghostface scenes in this are really, really good. I think that all the new characters that they introduce in this one are really good. I think that Sam's really good, Tara's really good, Chad's really good, Mindy is tolerable in this one. I think they get a little bit worse in Scream 6, which is why it's lower than this one, but they're really good in this one. I think that the meta stuff they do is pretty good. And seeing this new cast intertwined with like Sydney and Gail and Dewey was really good. Dewey obviously ends up getting murdered in this one. A lot of people don't like how he gets murdered because, like, in the context of it, he's murdered by like this like 100-pound like high school girl by a phone call, and she's like lifting him up and stuff. It looked really cool, and I didn't really have as much of a connection to Dewey, where it was like, oh, that sucked. I thought that the reveals of who Ghostface was really good, like Jack Quaid, and then I think it's Mikey Madison. They were really good, and all in all, like, this is really, really fun Scream movie. Obviously one of my favorites, and just the more I think about it, the more I'm just like, I actually kind of like that one. It even like parallels the first one a little bit. I really like the Ghostface motivation as well, where they're just fans trying to reboot the series and stuff, as in the Stab films, which the Stab films are really cool, like how they introduced in the series, and like they're like basically the Scream movies but for the people in the franchise. That's really cool. Coming in at number 2 is Scream 4. This is one that people have mixed opinions on. Some people have it low, some people have it high. I love it. First of all, the way it looks, I really like the way it looks. People don't. I love it. Ghostface is really cool in this one, as he usually is. That's one thing you can say, even in a bad Scream film. Anytime Ghostface is on screen, it's really cool. The suit's cool. The scenes are cool. The kills are cool. It's just awesome. I really like all the characters in this one. This is, like, a really good movie for Sydney. Gail's better in this one than she is in most of them. Same with Dewey. I like the new characters with Jill. Hayden Panettiere's character, I can't remember what the character's name is, but she returned in Scream 6, which I liked her in that one as well. It's on the tip of my tongue, I just can't remember. But then you just get all these other, like, different little characters in here as well. It was a movie that people say was ahead of its time for good reason, where it was kind of dealing with, like, the fame online and everything. And all that happened a little bit after the movie was released. I thought that the twist at the end with Jill being the killer was done really well. I didn't see it coming, and it's just like, wow. Like, she, like, and her motivation is really good, where she wants to be the new Sydney, basically. And I thought that was done really well. A lot of people don't like how it ends. They would have liked more of, like, a hard cut where Jill wins, like Ghostface wins and stuff. That would have been cool, but I do like the ending. And all in all, like, I like the ending. I think Jill's one of the better Ghostfaces, and it's one of my favorites, and can't wait to rewatch it. But my favorite one is probably the one that most people have as their favorite, which is the original Scream. It's going to take a lot to beat this one. It would be cool if they could do it, because then that movie would also just be really great. But this movie is just so good. And it's a fun watch, where it's like, it just feels like a nice movie intermixed with, like, there's a killer on the loose. But, like, I really like all the characters and just the way they interact. You got Sydney in here, who I think the way, like, this first movie introducing her is really good. Dewey is probably at his best in here. Gail, I would say I like her on the fourth one a bit more probably, but she's fine in this one. Then also you got Randy, who I really like. You got Stu and Billy, the two killers. Stu's great. Billy, not as high on as everyone else. The Ghostface scenes are really good. The opening was really cool with Drew Barrymore, and then just, like, she's, like, the biggest face on the cast, and she just gets taken out in the opening 10 minutes. That was really cool. Obviously, it introduces you to Ghostface, and Ghostface is just awesome. I love Ghostface. But it's just a nice movie. It's the most simple movie of them all, since it's the first one. It's got the lowest budget and all that, and I just love that about it, how it's kind of simple. It does have, like, a little bit of a backstory, like why these people are the killers. Billy's in it because Sydney's mom kind of tore his family apart. Stu's just there because of peer pressure. He's far too sensitive. I love Stu. He's awesome. But it's got some really iconic lines. It's got iconic scenes. It's just got it's so much fun. And this is one. Sorry about that. A little bit of another glitch, but last one, home stretch. Just gonna edit these videos together. Sorry about that. But as I was saying, I don't celebrate Halloween, but since everyone's, like, in the spooky mood in October, that 31st day of October, when everyone else is getting candy and everything, I will be watching this movie every year. And maybe some of the sequels along with it, but this one will be one that every year I will watch it. I just think that Scream 1 is a really good movie, and as I said in my Scream 7 review, I'm not a big horror guy. I haven't watched that much, but what I can say is that no matter how many of them I do watch, unless a sequel in this franchise can just be great, I don't think there's going to be a horror movie that will ever be better than this one. And I've only seen it a couple times as of this point, but I am about this close to giving it 5 stars. I'm right there. Just need to watch it once or twice more to solidify that. And it's becoming one of my favorite movies that I've seen. I just think it's super well done. It's so fun. I like all the characters in this one. And all in all, like most people, it's my favorite of the franchise. And unless they can just make, like, such a great movie, I don't see that changing. But thank you for watching. That was my review of Scream 7. No, that was my ranking of all 7 Scream movies. I'm sorry about the little glitches here and there, but I will see you in a day or two to rank my top 5 Ghostfaces, and then at the end of the week is a new Alan Richardson movie, which I'm excited about that. So I will see you soon for all of that.